This afternoon. My name is Melvin Stewart, and my guest is already in here. He is the founder and chief executive officer of the Confident Builders Vocational Training Institute here in Liberia. He's right here with me this afternoon, and he's Mr. Thomas J. Dennis. I want to welcome you, Mr. Dennis.
Well, thank you very much.
How are you doing?
Oh, doing pretty well.
Okay. And how is your vocational training institute?
First and foremost, I want to say thank you for affording me the opportunity to be at your, cruising studio, and I want to use this opportunity to also appreciate the Director General for a good work done, trying to shape in the LBS community because LBS is not a community; it's now more a radio station. But come to the issue why we are here. Covenant Builders Vocational Training Institute is one of the biggest private run vocational school in Pinsville. And we've been doing extremely well. We've been trying our weak way to impact lives. And people are doing wonderfully well. And the success story is just there.
When did you establish this institution and where are we?
Well, Covenant Builder at the time started as a construction company. It was called Covenant Builders Incorporated. We're into concrete slab production, concrete poles, landscaping, etc., etc. But along the line, we discovered that there are limits in manpower, and we thought it wise. We called some stakeholders at the Royal Plus International of 2015, and we had a meeting and we discussed it lengthily that we there is a need for us to increase in manpower at a time. And in 2016, Covenant Builder hit the ground and start moving. So I can tell you, Covenant Builder Vocational Training Institute was established in 2016.
2016.
Yeah, but Covenant Builder Incorporated happens to be the modern name of owner of Covenant Builder Vocational Training Institute, was established before 2016.
2016, you were established, and what led you to have done to have built this institution?
Uh, the first thing first is that, as the saying goes, we notice that there is a little bit of gap between the, let me use the word uneducated people. If I say uneducated people are people that does not know how to read and write. And we notice that nobody really advocate for them. Most of the school we have in Liberia at the time were only catering for the educated people. So we thought it wise that if nobody cater for these people, there will be a vacuum. And we decided to come up with a program that will be able to absorb both the educated and non-educated people so that we'll be able to give them sustainability. Because the truth of the matter is that if you call yourself a professional tile layer, you don't define tile to lay tile. All you need to do is an end-on skill. You should be able to perform that particular exercise with your hand. So we look at it that, and these are something that uneducated people can do. They can have that knowledge and they can make life meaningful to themselves. We look at the plumbing, we look at the electricity, we look at the POP and sculpture, and so on and so forth. And we once we look at it, it's okay, but then there is a need for us to have the program. In Liberia, we are the first institution that try to collaborate the educated and uneducated people to give them skill. I will tell you for true.
When you say the educated
Yeah,
the
people that went to formal education,
Mm.
people that had a formal education,
Mm.
and people that don't have the formal education. We are just from the Civil War. There are a lot of people that didn't have the opportunity to be able to go for formal education. Some of them could not go to the primary school, even though the kindergarten. Some of them did not go to the secondary school. Some people some people drop along the line, and
some also graduated from university.
some also graduated from university.
So
But
are some of those people incorporated? To
definitely.
A BSc degree holder.
Yes.
Is in your institute.
Yes.
So what are they learning there?
There are BSc holders that do electricity. There are BSc holders that do plumbing. They do sculpture, biodigester, etc. And the truth of the matter is that we're talking about skill. You know, if you go to the university, they always teach you the job to look for a job. After 4 years of graduating from the university, one of the first things that you have to do is for you to write an application letter. But when you graduated from Confident Builders or from any trade school for that matter, once you are that person with that wide inspiration, you could set up a job and you could employ somebody that graduated from the university. That's just the truth of it. So not having the opportunity to go to the formal education does not mean that you can participate or you can be part of the society. That is what we just brought on the table. That okay, no, we could come up with a program that will bring everybody together. Everybody have the skill. It doesn't mean that because you didn't have the opportunity to go to reason why we have to do this. That I'm from that background. Let me be frank with you. When I was going to school, I found it difficult to understand the academic program.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I found it very difficult.
You were slow in picking up?
Very slow in picking up, but practically, I'm at the top. Whenever we have an issue with an electrical issue in the campus, the principal will always send for me. We have issue with the CAMO, they will always send for me. We want to go on the football field, they will always send for me. But academically, I'm not good.
You're on a lazy area.
Definitely. I can call him out a devil. I could remember vividly well when I was.
You speak standard English.
No, you know, see, that is why I said that for you to be defeated, you have to be defeated first. For you to be defeated, you have to defeat yourself first before others could defeat you. I chose not to accept that challenge at that time. At our growing up, I was not smart. This is not who I am. I find it difficult to express my feeling among my peers. So along the line, I said, no, I can't allow this thing to keep hunting me down. If my friends are having conversation, I'm shaking my head, say, okay, yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. That's all. But along the line, we keep pressing on, keep trusting God, keep praying, and keep pushing. What I'm saying is that I'm not saying that the academic program is not good. But what I'm saying is that everybody needs to get himself equipped with a technical and vocational education, be it from Covenant Builder, be it from any other institution. Because where the country is going, where the world is going right now, we have moved from that age where we used to say I had to go do secretarial science. Brother, you and I know that if you want any letter, it's on the social media. I'm not educated, but I produce magazine. You understand what I'm saying? Up to now, I tell my student, if I write on the book, if I make mistake, please correct me. Don't criticize me, because it's possible I make mistakes. And some of them will say, but see, how can you say when you make mistake, you found school, you teaching, you speaking like that, you really, giving them that leadership role, playing the leadership role in the campus. If you can do all this ones, how will you tell us that when you make mistake? I say, yes, it's possible, because I knew that is the one we can call bugume. You understand?
Obviously, no one is infallible to making mistakes.
Definitely, that's just it. Because for me, what I believe is that everything that we do in life, we should know where our shortcoming is. That's just it. And I discovered at the early age, and I try to live above it. I didn't allow those shortcomings to be an issue to me. That's just what I did. I didn't allow the shortcomings to be an issue, and I continue encouraging people. I continue telling people, I said, do not allow anybody to talk down at you. If you allow people to talk down at you, automatically you will be you'll be out of this world.
You'll be out of balance.
Definitely. So anywhere I go, I sat down with dignitaries, I sat down with honorables, I express my feelings, I tell them how I feel. That honorable, I think we need to do this thing like this. I think we need to think about it this way. But if you ask me that, how was it getting to where I am today?
Yeah, that's where I want to come.
Yeah, it was a tough journey. I always try. I've been here, during Joanna Borough Day, Estelle Liberty, and I always around the ELBC here. I work here. I can partially say I work at ELBC, because almost everything that we do, we always come back to ELBC, either to render one service or the other, one voluntary service or the other. So we always are the corridor. But there was a day I explained my story to one of the directors at then, and they look at me for long and say, well, people need to hear your story. I told her, I said, I will not allow myself for people to look down on me. I will never allow it. I will always try my best to make sure that I push in and I put in extra.
To be recognized.
Definitely. And when I set up the institution, it was not as easy as it is right now. Far back in 2016, as I said, we have I have the idea. I don't like to use I because the leadership term say we should say we.
It's a team.
Because I can't say I do it alone. We have a team. And the team have the idea and we look at it that, okay, what can we do? This is the idea. We'll put it down. How can we achieve the goal? And I brought up something. I told him at the moment there is a very big swamp beyond Voca Mission. Let's go look at it and see how best. When I carry people there, say this is where we're going to build a school. A lot of people say, how can we build a school in this swamp? It's not possible, blah, 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 all lot of things. I told them, I said, until you defeat yourself, nobody can defeat you. You should always have what we call self-confidence at all times. I always tell my students, do not get too, complacent with situation of things. You're making $1,500 US today. Who tell you can make 5,000? So you have to use whatever is around you to be able to at least to make ends meet beyond that particular level where you are. I told them a businessman is a greedy man. A businessman is a greedy man. They always want to aim for the biggest. So don't get too complacent about situation of things. When you're making 100, believe you can make 200. When you're making 200, believe you can make 300. I've trained a lot of people in different skills: soap making, cream making, POP and sculpture, electricity, plumbing. We've trained them and they're out there doing very well. I always feel good whenever I see my students. We have a lot of companies that have break out, because I can always say break out of Covenant Builder, in the sense that if Covenant Builder, if you come to Covenant Builder, after the 1 year program, we will have to do what we call the entrepreneurship program. And the entrepreneurship program is to open up your mind to make you know that you are a boss. That is the essence of it. You are a boss, you can establish one. And some of people look at it and say, okay, yeah, I think we can do it. We got the P-Tech, we got the Chida Construction Company of West Africa, we got the Dream House, I think Dream House, something Dream House, and many, many more. And they are doing wonderfully well. Each time I come across them, I say, "Moment, hear me, yo, you give my lady. If it is $10, if it is $5, I appreciate it. It's not I'm begging, but it's my labor." So that's what I've been doing. And I always try, when I have the opportunity to sit on the radio, I always try to encourage the young people to not just sit down, find something to do. Don't just sit and feel complacent and wait until one of your uncle pay your fees or somebody. There are so many things that we can do. There are so many things. This ground, this land that we're in, Africa, is one of the most vital area that people have not seen. That is the reason why we always want to go to America, Europe for greater pastures, which is, everybody understand it. But that place where you go in, how did it become that? Somebody worked for it. So if you can sit down here, you water this ground, it will be more greener than what you're going to look for out there. So that's just the ideology behind the entire thing. I pray and I believe that people will be able to wake up and say, no, I don't need to continue to live a transit life. A lot of people live what we call the transit life. You know what I mean by transit life?
Just want to be between the rows.
See, let me tell you something. When you travel to America, the flight will never take you from here straight to America. You have to be on transit. Mm-hmm. When you're on transit, you don't build house on transit. You don't do anything tangible on transit. Most of the people, young people, most especially right now, they are not focusing on what they can do. I heard this incident that happened that I said one pastor, whether duped, I don't want to use the word duped, but it's still alleged. It's not confirmed.
Investigation.
Yeah, the investigation is still going on. That people pay, those are some of the scams, those are some of the things that you fall in. When you open the social media, you see so many times say you want to work abroad. Apply. Scammers will continue to come after you because why? You believe that you are on transit until you make up your mind and say that whatever I want to become in America, I can become it here in Liberia. You will go to America to marry me. You don't have to go there and work. Ask people that have been there. Some of them prefer to come down here and enjoy themselves more than over there. So don't let me deviate from the purpose
Yeah,
of
yeah,
coming
yeah.
here, because I came here probably to promote my program.
Of course,
But it's like, the conversation keep going.
no, it's good to. These are good advice that others will like to really listen to,
Mm,
because I guess you have some experiences from that.
definitely, definitely.
So, as we speak, how many graduation programs you've had over the time since you came into being?
Yeah, we, as I said, we established in 2016, and we have about 8 graduation program. And we, in all our graduation, we've graduated over 1,000 plus students. And one of my greatest joy is that people could use Covenant Builder Vocational Training Institute as a reference house. That Covenant Builder made me to be who I am. It's not going to be everybody. There is a saying that says many are called,
Few are
but few
chosen.
are chosen. So the few depends on how well you take the lesson and how well you decided to motivate yourself. Because the truth of the matter, no matter what I will say, will not change you until you decide to change. I can only use that word to wetter the ground, to make you feel that no, there is a reason. You have to make up your mind to change.
Mhm.
So that's just the truth of it.
Have you been able to make a round trip or pass to those institutions that some of your graduates have been employed or are doing their contracts and other things? And what are the receptions?
I can be as let me just say this. I can be so satisfied with how things are playing out, most especially for those students that have decided to, move to the other side. What does that mean, move to the other side? By setting up an institution. And one of the joyful thing about it is that they are doing very well. There are so many times when I could remember one time I was going to Nimba, and I was at the checkpoint, and the guy said, "Oh, Mary, from where?" I said, "Oh, I'm Thomas Dennis, the director for Covenant Builders Vocation." He said, "Oh, my son graduated from your school and is doing wonderfully well. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it." Let me tell you something. That is all. Once people can recognize the impact we are making, at least that alone gives us joy. And most of our students are doing extremely well. From, is it LEC? They are there. I can call names. We have Emmanuel Kona. We have Patience Zawe. We have so many of them. They are there, and they are doing very well, doing extremely well. Is it those ones that have set up their own institution? They are also there, doing extremely well. And there are times that we try to, do a route, as you said, check on to know, okay, how is things going? And we also try as much as we can to bring in other programs to make them to improve in what they've learned. Like, what am I trying to say? We had a collaboration with the Avim University, that when students graduated from Covenant Builders, this is the stand of our collaboration. Avim will give you scholarship, tuition-free program
At the university?
at the university. Once you graduate from Covenant Builder,
Free of charge?
that's what I'm telling you.
So how did how did that
You
negotiation
know,
go?
two things play. If you see people that have the same vision, it's not difficult for you guys to form partnership. One of the greatest things the proprietor of the Avim University has is that he wants to make an impact in the young people's life. And it was like, but how can we do it? Until we met, we sat down, we discussed it. And I told him, I said, Chi, there are a lot of challenges. Some of our students, we graduated, they have what we call the diploma certificate, but they would like to advance in the various area of specialization,
Sure.
Electrical engineering, construction engineering, and so on and so forth. And he said, okay, let's try to put some pen to paper. And we did a collaboration, and that's how it is. So once you graduate from Covenant Builders, I think we have about 3 or 4 students that will send there. Just come to the campus, we'll do a document, we'll forward it to them. You just go there, call your name, and they give you they do the entrance, because you have to be tried. They can't just take you from anywhere and throw you straight into the university. Now, this is where it plays out. That opportunity is mainly for those people that have been able to process their academic standard to high school level. For those that have not been able, I'm sorry, they will not be able to go at the university. So that's how it is.
Yeah, how long has that been running?
I think the contract was signed sometime around last year. I can't really specify about the
So
time,
since
but
last year, you
yeah,
have 3 students now
yeah, we have 3 students that will send it. I'm talking about currently.
currently.
Yeah, last year I think we're about 5 or 4 students. So most of my students, once they got the information, they will come to the campus. Oh, see, you want to be part of, and we have students currently at the current circle that are waiting upon their graduation. They'll just go there so they'll be able to obtain their degree.
Are they remarkably performing?
Very well.
Or
One thing is, before you can be a Covenant Builder graduate, that is what I can tell anybody. You will be evaluated. You can't graduate from Covenant Builder. If you said I want to do tire, I want to be a plumber, you will be evaluated. That is one thing that we don't take for joke. We're very, very strict about it. If you said you want to be an air conditioner, AC and refrigeration operator, at the end of the year, we have 3 terms. We have term 1, term 2, term 3. After 2 months, we'll try you. We'll do a trial test. Okay, you say you can do. Okay, let's try it based on what we've done previously. When we go to term 2, and when you fail, you fail. Some people drop from that side. Once you take the test, you fail the test. I'm sorry, you have to drop. If you don't want to drop, you have to retake the test. So you need to have a pass mark so that you can move, you can advance to the next level. So if you don't have the pass mark, then there's something we call makeup. That means the instructor will have to come back, which you have to pay for it.
for yourself.
For yourself. That is Covenant Builder for you. You have to pay the instructor some certain amount of money. He will come back and brush you up, and you take the test. And when we do it at the end of the school year, you could not pass, automatically you are not going to graduate. I can remember biblically well, one of the students told us that Covenant Builder is the first school that I can see that somebody go to trade school and they will fail. Brother, why would we call it school? If you go to, don't mean that you go to trade school, that means you just garbage in, garbage out. Whether you're not performing, you least perform, they should just graduate you and give you a document. I said, no, it will not be Covenant Builder. If you not want to do it, forget it. Just go look for play, you go sit down. So you spend 1 year, like you waste your 1 year. So at the end of each term, there should be an evaluation to test the quality of the student.
Mr. Dennis, how do you get your teachers, your instructors? How do you recruit them, and what are their qualifications?
Okay, for our instructors, first thing first, when we wanted to start the institution, we have to liaise with other vocational institutions around. At that time, I think we have NVTC, we have FVTI, we have PVTC, and so on and so forth. When you go to Covenant Builder campus, you will see some instructors from NVTC at the campus. You will see some instructor from PVTC at the campus. You will see some instructor from NVTI at the campus. So what we did was, okay, we look at it because in Liberia, we don't have an institution that train technical and vocational instructors, as we have the academic program where you have the educational program, I think lesson A, lesson B, and stuff, certificate and something. But at the TVET era, this is something that we are pushing, that let's have a program that will be able to train technical and vocational instructors. You might have the technical know-how, but how to pass it to the next generation might be another process. So it's not because you know it means that you can pass the knowledge. So there should be an institution that will be able to at least take care of people from this standard. So from that question that you asked, if I want to open the discussion for that question, we will not move from here now. But this is something that, because I'm a member of the Liberian TVET Teachers and Practitioner Network, one of the key things that we do is to train instructors. And we have been working since 2018, and we've trained over 150 instructors, because the institution was established after a program that was sponsored by UNESCO at NVTI on pedagogy and methodology. After that program, the organization was formed, and after the organization was formed, we start carrying on what we call the TOT, training of trainers. And that is, most of our instructors, we allow them to go through that training to also get themselves equipped, because every year there are changes. Things definitely change. So that is what we've been doing over the years.
No, with all of what you've said, how is your campus? How conducive is your campus? Because the learning environment must be much more conducive for the students to have a peace of mind.
Yeah. I'm so grateful for that question. As I said, when I was doing my intro, I said that Covenant Builders Vocational Training Institute is the biggest private run vocational institution in Painesville. That was what I said. And I believe
being the biggest doesn't mean that it has
the quality. Yeah, thank you. But the thing is, what I'm using that remark is that if you look around, Covenant Builder, we've been around for a while now. And when you show leadership, people picked from what you're doing. People say, okay, no, this person is doing the right thing. You show the leadership by example. Let me give you some what I'm trying to say. When we get into the sector, one of the things that we tried to raise was for our students to be identified. You see students wearing reflective jackets, helmets. It was introduced by Covenant Builders in 2016. When we brought that idea on the table, other institutions look at it, but the students can wear reflective jacket and helmet to show that they are technical students. That's a sign. After then, we'll come up with this issue of educated and uneducated students. All the institutions also adopt that particular structure. So even though when you go to the campus, we are right there at Voca Mission at the extreme end, where we occupy over 2 acres of land, and we have classrooms. All our program has, it's not that after one group of students are leaving, another group are coming. No, we have classrooms and we have quality instructors. But the only thing is that there is always the challenges. Let me be bold and be frank with you. One of our greatest challenges has been, let me say, finance. The finance has been our greatest challenge. We've been doing our project for the past, I think, 4 or 5 years now, and up to now, we're still struggling with it. We thank God. God has been so good to us because nobody can claim that victory except God. The institution is doing very well. We have space where students could, roam around. It's not that we are in a tight corner, no. And where we are situated is a very good learning environment. It's an outsketch, quiet environment. Where when you're in school, at times when people come to our campus, they'll be asking, "Class, you're in class? You're having class today?" We say, "Yeah, the students are in campus. They're in their classroom." The whole place will be quiet. That when there is quietness, learning take place. So based on this fact, I believe that I have to definitely tell you that we are the biggest.
So talking about the low flow of finance.
Yeah.
How then you pay your instructors?
Well, I have to take a deep breath. Well, I will also say I'm grateful to God. There's nothing more than that. We have some humanitarian organization we've been talking to help take care of. One of the key things is the instructors. Almost every month we pay over 300,000 Liberian dollars just to, it's not even a pay, it's a stepping to compensate the instructors. But to be candid with you, it has not been easy. And my friend and brother and partner that we steered this boat together, Eugene Collins, he also has been playing his own role.
Who's the Eugene?
Yeah, Eugene Collins is a partner of the institute.
From where?
It's just an ordinary Liberian male also.
Is he a politician?
No, he's not a politician. Oh. I know people always like, when we have TV program, people always expect to have a politician at the back that is sponsored. Covenant Builder is not like that. We are not political institution. Yeah, we are not political institution.
But politicians can drop in something.
Nope. If any politician can call that they have been sponsoring Covenant Builder, we will listen to it. Not at all. We are an independent institution.
Well, let's talk about electricity. Do you have nighttime classes?
No.
Okay, but
we have electricity at the campus
during the day.
Yeah, we have electricity there, but it's just that what before you can come out where you have nighttime classes, definitely, you might have that that strong flow of students. Then you can say, okay, let's divide some session to
have substitution of instructors.
So currently we have not really delved into that, but to be candid with you, if God help, and I know that God is helping us, not if God is helping us, it's taking us to our dreamland. By the time we completed our structure, automatically we'll be definitely have night classes, and we have program for busy people as well.
Do you have you been able to get in touch with some international partners, and where you will sell the idea of your institution to them to help you in the process, and perhaps you had the opportunity to travel to some other countries to sell your own dream.
Uh, Maybe to be candid with you, it's good for you to speak the truth and shame the devil. I've not, apart from few ones that is here, like UNEDO, UNESCO, GIZ. Maybe when I'm opportune to meet them at on the program, we'll talk, and I'll tell them about the institution. We normally come out with a yearly magazine. I share the magazine. The magazine give an overall view of the institution, the profile, and everything. I said, okay, so you can have this, you can go through it, so you'll be able to at least to know all about the institution. And we it's always good for us to wait at God's time. I believe at the appropriate time. We don't. There are some certain things I believe. Most of my instructors have problem with me with it. He said that I don't like writing letter to request for financial assistance. For me, I don't like it. I don't like doing it. It's not that the little that I have, I'm content, and I'll be able to manage with it. It doesn't mean that I don't need, or I'm not lacking. But the truth of the matter is that most of our lawmakers, most of our honorables, when you decide to visit them, their mindset is that you have come to beg. Based on that background, for me, we have the former foreign affairs minister, B. Ilya Shoni. Is one big brother that always come in. He sent him students. He will send students to the institution. He will pay for them, and he has been doing very well. I think for the past 5 or 6 years, he's the chairman of the board. He's just acting, trying to help us to see how we can connect the institution, and he's doing very well. I will not. I don't. You don't have to go and break the bank on our behalf, but it's doing extremely well, which I really appreciate him for that. And I always say, anybody you want to sponsor students, you want to, you want to assist people, you can send them to the school. Let them get equipped. Let them get skill. Well, if they get a skill, then you maybe you do your construction project. You train the person plumbing. You say, oh yeah, go do the plumbing work. Instead of paying anybody outside, you give the money to them. It's an assistant. You understand? So that's just how it is. But writing a letter to request, say, oh, your play help me, or we try. For me personally, I try as much as I can to restrain myself from doing such thing. And I know that, as I said, at the appropriate time, humanitarian organization, NGOs, or any other organization that God will send our way will definitely come. Yeah.
Okay, let's look at, we will open the lines shortly, but let's look at the basic computer training program you've introduced. I guess this is new on the block.
Yeah.
And
we've been having computer program, but what makes this to be a kind of way different is that this program, as I said, we always try to introduce a new idea. This computer program, we have it in 2 packages. We have the first package and the second package. The first package, which is 70 United States dollar. The second package, which is 120 United States dollar. This is free program. Now, what we did was, at the end of the training, the student will be going home with 1 computer.
Okay.
For themselves.
Right? At the end of the training?
At the end of the training.
And what's the duration of the training?
3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
So
basic computer.
You're talking about the lack of you're talking about the lack of money, lack of finance. Where are you getting the money from to procure these computers?
As I said, God has always been there. You understand? We were able to talk to some friends that, okay, this is what we want to do. And they say, okay, we will send in computer, but it's for sale. You understand what I'm saying? We're selling the computer. We say, okay, no problem, I'll bring it. We will take the computer. We will train the student. As I said, the program is free. But when we have free program, all of us want to lash into it. But we don't care, is it beneficial to us or not?
People don't value free things.
So when you tell them free computer program, now can I sit down behind this computer? You train me on maybe Microsoft or anything. After 1 hour, 30 minutes, maximum 2 hours. And I woke up, I start going home. You expect me after 2 days, I will come back. All those things that we've discussed, it's gone. So what we thought, we said, no, we can't, let's do another thing. When the student come, they have laptop, not desktop. Our computer class is not desktop, it's laptop. We give them 1 laptop. The laptop will have a PowerPoint presentation. on projector. After the class, we'll give you an assignment. You carry the same laptop to your house. You do the assignment, you bring it back. Automatically, that computer is for you. It's almost like we are selling computer to you, and we are teaching you how to operate the computer. That's just the idea. That's just the idea. The issue of 70 and 120 is that the $70 computers are smaller computers that have smaller version, while the 120 is the one that have larger version. So you cannot decide, okay. And the good thing about it is that each circle is just 20 students. Currently, we have 20 laptops at the campus. So after 20 students, we'll start recruiting for the next batch of students. And if you look at all the various programs that we have on this, we said
introduction to computer hardware and software,
basic PowerPoint presentation. Now there is one of it that really grabbed my attention: basic digital media and creative tools. You know, the world right now, it's based on creativities.
Sure.
You will be taught how to, maybe you're producing soap, or you're producing receptacle. How do you market it? You'll be taught some skills. This is how you can take the photos. This is how you can edit. This is how you can do this. Those are some of those things that you'll be taught. So that at the end of the day, you might not be able to go and sit down somewhere to say somebody should give you a job. You should be able to start to do something by yourself. And in all the training, you should be able to know how to cancel print, how to send print, and all the various short keys on the computer, which you know of. You see that behind the computer, you know there are short keys that you don't have to go. Everything, we have to take it step by step in it, so that by the end of this 3-month program, you can now decide, okay, let me advance to the next level. That is the whole idea. Now, this is the most sweetest part of it.
Yeah.
During the training, you go into the computer school, you carry the laptop home. You know, normally when you go to computer school, when they give you an assignment, you carry it to the cafe to go and do your assignment. Are you learning?
No.
You are not learning. Let's be realistic. We should stop fooling ourselves. You don't have a car, you go and learn how to drive. They put you behind the steering for just like maybe 30 minutes or 1 hour. After the entire thing, you go home. You don't even have car. Start imagine.
You will imagine your dream.
Imagine how you drive it. So, you know, that is it about the computer program. And spaces are limited. Let me say this. People are really yearning for it. Most especially the students that are graduating from 12th grade. Most of them are coming in. And I also want to encourage parents to, at least, once the child is coming out of the high school, they should not just throw them in college. Let them have some basic technical skills that will be able to help them, because you never can tell. You might be there doing everything for them. What if something happened? You know, nobody pray for the unforeseen circumstances, but when it happens, we have to live by it. So at this time, like what I always tell my wife, I always tell my son, if that is no more? How are you going to survive? Before now, my wife used to sit down at home. She's a good seamstress. She can sew very well. So I told her, I said, sweetheart, I think you need to step up the game a little bit. I said, let me ask you, what if I die tomorrow? She said, God forbid you will not die. I will die one day.
You will die.
Everybody will die. I say, we are born to die, but we only pray to God for long life. And you know, once you say you pray, that means that you don't have control over it. At the person that you call at the appropriate time, when the person say, I'm coming for you today, what will you say? So I told her, I say, at this time, when I'm still around, get yourself equipped. What do you want to do? She said, okay, if you can open a shop for me. I opened the shop. Sluggishly, she was going there. After a while, she's the one helping me financially. She go to her shop, she come back, at time 150, at time 200, at time when I got broke, I just say, I'm begging, I can't be 200, 300, let me just put in my wallet for the meantime. She will say, you will pay me back. I say, no problem, I'll pay back. You know, I put the money there. I invested money there. But you know, I'm so happy seeing her doing. So I want to encourage all the parents out there, you know, the husbands out there. Don't just allow your wife to just sit down home doing nothing. Let them be equipped. Let them have some skills. You know how to cook. Okay, you know how to cook. I know how to market. We can team up. You do the cooking, I'll do the marketing. That is how the world is rolling right now. All of us don't have. See, the truth of the matter is that everybody don't need to have the same skill. You have one, I have one. We blend it together,
We'll blend them
and we'll move on. So that's just how life is. And we have the heavy duty operation. You know, if you look at currently in Liberia, we have a lot of equipment coming in. There is a rumor of about, I think, 100 or something,
285.
85 heavy duty equipment coming in. That means if we pray that it come in, whether positive or negative, because if it comes in, it opens up job opportunity for people. Now the question is that, are you ready? Because you have to be ready for the job market. So you have to get yourself equipped. So we said, okay, let's introduce the heavy duty operation.
So you're currently doing it there?
Yes, we have our yellow machine at the campus there.
Who gave you the yellow machine?
God. As I always say, everything comes from God.
Wow.
Yeah. We have our yellow machine there. It's right there at the campus. Student comes, we teach them how to go on our Facebook page. Covenant Builders Incorporated page is there. You will see the student driving the yellow machine, male, female, trying to at least to get himself equipped, get himself ready. Whatever is happening right now, see, things will not get better. Let's be realistic. Let's forget about who is in power, who is not in power. Things globally, things is getting worse. And guess what? The only people that will keep crying that all things that are worse are people that are lazy. You need to find something to do. If you know how to talk, keep talking. Talk, put it on social media. You know, right now, everybody are trying whatever they can do to make ends meet. You know how to how like crazy man? Take one phone, smartphone, record yourself. How you acting like crazy man? People, you know, what people, you scrolling through your phone. When you see crazy man, you will stop and say, hey man, yeah, the man, yeah. You get a small thing out of A.
Well, listeners, if you just joined us this afternoon, I have my guest. My guest is Thomas J. Dennis. He's the founder and chief executive officer of the Covenant Builders Vocational Training Institute, located in the Voca Mission community here in Painesville. And he's my guest this afternoon on the Bumper Show, wherever you are this afternoon. If you want to participate, you can call me on 0778 501497, 0886 324 740. Once again, 0886 324 740. 0777850147. You can call and be a part of the conversation this afternoon. Let's hear from this person. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, caller. Oh, good afternoon. Oh, this person is off the line. You can call and let's talk 0886 324 740. You can also call on 0778 501497. Good afternoon. Yes, sir.
Yeah, is this one show?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you very much. I'm Otis Cole. I call you from Lima County, Sanikole.
Go ahead.
Thank you. I really want to appreciate my studio guests for the information given us. I think we in the city of Liberia, this is what we want for now. At least so that we can be empowered in ourselves, in the country. Thank you very much.
Thank you. 0886 324 740, 0775978530. Let me see if I can take this person. Good afternoon. I don't know what's happening to this telephone, but you can call on 0775978530, 0775978530, 088 that's 0886 324 740, 0886 324 740. And be a part of the conversation this afternoon. My guest is here. Thomas Dennis is my guest on the platform. Okay, it's good that you. Okay, let me hear from this person from this end. Good afternoon, caller.
Yes, good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
All right, I want to really congratulate the CEO for CVTS there. He really did well by explaining and establishing the vocational school, how he established it. I really want to be grateful to him. But I want to ask something. You think how much it costs for someone to run, to do the program there? Like to be a yellow machine driver or operator, as you said.
You finish?
Yeah, that's it. I want to know the registration fees and how much you think it will cost to go through the entire program.
Okay, just listen. He will soon speak to that. So you care to speak to that CEO?
Yeah, we have so many programs. We have architecture drafting, plumbing, masonry, pastry, food and nutrition. We have the CCTV installation, heavy duty operation, nurse aid, cosmetology, biodigester engineering, POP and sculpture, tailoring, electricity, carpentry, AC and refrigeration. And all of this program has different fees. But one thing we can assure the public is that our fees is very affordable. And one of the things that you do, you have about um 5 time payment plan,
Okay.
and the fees is not even up to, some are not even up to 30,000 Liberian dollars for the whole year, and some are now up to 50,000 Liberian dollar for the whole year.
Yeah, hello?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I'm Jasi Dari Bagana speaking from Komatan Bell.
Okay.
I just want to understand how the practical skill is looking like, and also how the informal students do their entrance in the institution.
Okay.
Okay.
You,
Yeah.
thank you. Just listen. You want?
Yeah. The good thing is that when it comes to our program is, as I said, we try to incorporate both educated and not educated people together, and we do more practical than theory. That is one thing about the school. I think about 85% practical and 15% theory. So everything that is being taught, we have to look at the practical aspect of it. Everything that we only tell our instructor, anything that you want to say, if you have to demonstrate practically so that people will be able to understand what you're trying to say, please do. So it's merely the 85% practical and 15% theory. Then how do we blend the educated and non-educated people together? Now the question is this: the educated people has the opportunity, they have the higher hand, but you see, most time the non-educated people perform well in the practical aspect. And as we said, the program is hands-on. It's not, see, for you to set up a camo, you don't need to define camo to set up a camo. Hope you know that. You don't need to define electricity before you can run electrical wiring. No, you should be able to have the technical skill. You should be able to know which of the wire we have to blend together. And that is one of the things that we personally, we're pushing it at the Librarian Teachers and Practitioner Network to the Minister of Education, that we want our students to be evaluated.
Okay.
You know, we can't just keep running this program. Nobody's checkmating us. We have a lot of vocational schools around. And as I say, I always tell people, if you want to go to free vocational training, vocational program, fine. But for Covenant Builders, as I said, we don't have sponsor. It's not being run by a politician. When you come to the school, it's not a faith base. We are not looking for members in the church. There are a lot of schools here, they tell you it's free. No, that is, I tell you, the computer program, the reason why we have to do it is simply because we have to strike a deal. When you bring the computer, we take the computer for you. It's almost like we sell the computer out and we help you to train the person. That's just the idea behind it. So it's not Covenant Builder program, it's not a free program. Everything you want to do at Covenant Builder, automatically you should have it at the back of your mind that money will be involved. There's a saying that says, if you said education is expensive,
Try ignorance.
very
We take a few more calls, then I will let my guests to go. 0886 324 740 07759 78530. You can call on these numbers once again: 07759 78530, 0886 324 740. Let's hear from you. How you doing?
Fine. My name is Obensu Boy. I'm calling from the Mizo community.
Go ahead.
What I have to say here is that we need people like Dennis in the society. I mean, he don't think how to become a representative tomorrow, how to become this, but he's trying to introduce certain idea in the citizenry to empower themselves. So if we have things like they kind of man, this guy, Mr. Dennis, in the society, then like probably going from another state to another state. Because I believe that this guy sending people all throughout this country in Liberia to go for job training and so on. They are work training and they're doing some things there. They impacting knowledge into other people then, and they are trying to feed a family as large, but they cannot put one in the society. Not people sending by just causing noise in the society. Oh, one rest, one do, one that. So to be frank, I really applaud him. Let him continue that. God will elevate him because anything he says what he talks about God, all things are possible. I didn't go neither. So I really respect him. I salute you, sir. Continue it. The blessing of God will be over you.
Thank you very much.
Your dream will come to a higher authority.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So yes, 0886 324 740 07759 78530. At 10, that's 5:20. I will let my guests to go so we can take a few more calls on this platform this afternoon. Good afternoon. How you doing? Good afternoon. Hello, caller.
How you doing?
We are okay. Please go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Christian Jesus. Hello.
Please go ahead. You are live.
Yeah, my name is Christian Jesus. I join you from Atlanta, Lower Nimatani, we administrative district.
Okay. Please go ahead. You don't need to. Excuse me. Listen. Wait now. Hello.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
You don't need to listen to radio and talk to this phone. Move from near the radio.
No, I'm not near the radio. I'm going far.
Yeah, you want to listen to yourself? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I say I want to come probably in the studio, getting studio right now for airport. Yeah, a plan. And one of the questions I want to ask, most of us, we are to a remote area, we want to involve into the vocational training center, but really, some all want to do the computer program, but how much the computer is cost? That's what I want to know from him.
You want to attend the computer training, eh?
Yeah.
All right. You know computer, don't worry. We live in a contemporary society.
And you know one thing, the good part about it, as I said, the computer program is like free because you pay $10 US for registration, and if you want the $70 US package, you take the $70 US package. If you want a $20 US package, you take the $120 US. But the thing is that you should not be looking at your computer. Then you look at the men that get $120 US computer. You say, but are they big computer I want? No, it does not go like that. As I said, we almost like we partner to somebody that want to sell. It's okay, bring it. We can help you to market it. That is just a strategy. So we are not just giving you the computer. We're teaching you what there are a lot of people here that have computer don't turn to DVD in their hand. They only use the computer to watch show. If they want watch show, they'll say, bring the computer, let watch show in it. No, that is not what computer is meant for. When you have computer, you have the whole world before you. Yeah. So what we're trying to do is that we're trying to, help people not just having the computer. They should be able to use the computer, and they should be able to at least get some benefit out of the computer. So that at the end of the day, you want to prepare small program, you want to do a PowerPoint presentation, you want to at least do some video editing, photo editing. You go straight on your computer. And you know one thing, brother, let me be bold with you. If we travel and you see when you're at the airport, you see people sit down and open up their laptop. You feel that, they man, that small mail, they man, okay, laptop, they man, open it. It creates some, it adds some values to you. Even though you go along the street now, you see anybody that just take laptop, they open, even though they don't play music on it, you can look at them 2 times, say, they man operating laptop. So we are in an age where it's a computer world right now. Everybody needs to have that knowledge, that understanding. So that is where Covenant Builder decided to, fill in that gap. So say, okay, wait, what can we do? How can we help people? Okay, come. We'll give you the 3 months. Come learn it here. But the only thing is that you have to buy one of the computer. Like from some of our students that want to be, part of the program, it's free for them, for Covenant Builder students. They are not paid. They only pay the $10 US. If you have your computer, fine. If you don't have your computer, you need to have one. The reason, the essence of this entire program is you should be able to have computer and you should be able to operate the computer.
Okay. Let's take this person. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Stewart, and good afternoon to your studio guest. This is Alice S. Kuna, chairperson for the Intellectual Class of Pinzo and the CEO of Kuna's Educational Foundation.
Go ahead, Kuna.
I want to appreciate your studio guest and my partner in progress for the impact the Covenant Builder Vocational Training Institute continue to make in the life of young people in this country. And I also want to encourage our government institution in this country to invest in private vocational school in Liberia, because the governmental vocational school around this country cannot absorb all of the citizens, and everybody cannot go to university at the same time. You take, for instance, of recent, the University of Liberia administered entrance. About 10,000 persons registered for that entrance. Just to look, they say 2,000 plus person pass. So all the other people that fail, they're going to sit down again to wait for another entrance to come before they sit for it. So I want to encourage all of our high school students to make use of vocational education. You can use that as a stepping stone as you get prepared to enroll into university. And thank you for your Covenant Builder family, and let them continue to do what they do for our country, for a better Liberia. If Liberia is to get better, you that are sitting in that corner, you that are listening to me, the way you envision Liberia in the coming years, in the coming months, in the coming days, you got to apply it. You got to stand up. Government one cannot do it. All of us got to contribute small to make it better for our country. And thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Hello, how you doing?
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. My name is Samuel Bono, calling from Sanikole.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm very much interested in the program that is going on. Because my daughter, I wanted to, she want to go to BWR for them. The program is just slow. So I decided, to send her to another vocational school. So I really want to get to know the location of the school, and also how much will be and which type of machine they are going to use for the training.
Machine like what?
The yellow machine. He's talking about the yellow
The
machine.
yellow machine, yes.
Okay, no problem. You will speak to that. Let me hear from this person. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Easy.
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. You see what? Good evening, sir.
Go ahead, Chief. How you doing?
Okay, I'm chief with Peter. I instruct some of our children, but we are appealing to that instructor. We are appealing to the founder of our original school. We are appealing they should come in the southeastern region. Refugee is a central point. Felix, Moroja is not Liberia. We are appealing to them. Refugee now is the central point of the southeastern region. So we can start aiding refugee country. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you. Let me take this other person, then I'll hear from the guests on this person. Yeah. Hello. How you doing?
Yeah, thank you very much. And let me say good afternoon to EFBC's family. And good afternoon to your studio guests. My name is Hassan S. Kiawu. And I call from Cardwell, Electoral District 11. And I'm religiously listening to your studio guests. And one important thing I would like to add my voice to many voices to say kudos to him, because when you when you follow the arrest agenda of the Unity Party.
Oh, man, go on. Hello, caller.
I'm James Kent, calling from FDS.
Go ahead quickly.
I want to appreciate the studio girl, Mr. Bennett. I want to appreciate God so much for what you continue to do for the youth. Our party, the eighth cycle graduate. And whatever you are listening to the whole show, whatever you think, what I want to appreciate God, that God bless him, that God bring him, that God bring him that blessing that will be able to empower with the young people. I've been ministry about that just for now that I'm living on. I'm also trying to make an opportunity to get down the table to do POP. So that God bless each and every one of you people. I think.
Let me take this other person, then the guests, and address the few concerns. Then we will take the last.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm okay. Are you?
I'm okay. What's your name?
My name is Sherry, calling from Lacho Community Corwell.
Go ahead, Mama.
Yeah, we got our children the chance for taking one. Some of us were really thinking that direction, but they tested. So we are appealing to the CEO, please let me try to open one branch on the Bushra Island for the children out there.
Hey, y'all get land space for him? Y'all get land space for him free of charge?
Well, I will get land space for him.
Yeah.
Well, down in the Bushra Island, they have they have grade school there. Yeah, they have the academic school, but the vocational schools are not really many. So if he can come on inside and then negotiate with any of the schools, you open a vocational school for we the parents, they say it will really be fun because I'm two boys. I really want for them to, I'm really taking that direction, but they tested for year for mission for power to go to a day. I get the transportation, maybe the school fee I get a by the help of go, but the transportation to be boring. It will really be difficult for me. I really want, so I try appealing to him. Let him think about it.
Okay. Listen to him. So CEO, you can speak to the few concerns. And
all right, let me take the last one. We had students that came all the way from I think Grand Cess. All the way, I think about 9 students. They came here mainly. The purpose of them coming was one, to acquire skill, and the second thing is to give them the TOT, which is training of trainers. And we conducted the training. After the vocational training, we conducted the TOT, and we send them back to Grand Cess. I think they are there now, trying to see how best they can impact. What people need to understand. When you look at the importance of a program, and you want that program very close to you, people need to put together and say, okay, let's send 2 persons to go learn it to come be teaching other people. Establishing an institution, I will not lie to anybody. It's not a child's play. It's not easy. I will not be the only person teaching electricity, teaching plumbing. If I want to tell this person, say, let's go to Grand Juliet to go be running vocational training program, automatically I should be able to pay the person, not just pay the person, but pay the person well. So I will advise people what you need to do. Group yourself, community. There are a lot of calls that came. Oh, you mean we need the school to come the way? Yeah. Everybody. We need the school to come here. You know, easy. Let's be realistic. I don't want to tell you, say, we're coming there tomorrow. And after tomorrow, you didn't see me. You said, I'm on the radio, say, he bringing the trade school to Riwaji. It's not easy. Because one, you need the facility. Two, you need to understand if the people will accept the program. And the program is to run technical and vocational program is cost intensive. It's not an academic program that you use chalk and blackboard. You have to teach with materials, practical materials. So it makes it cost intensive. And the fellow asked that, what type of machine do we have? We have the front end loader and the back hawk. The front end loader and the back hawk. That is what we're using right. The back hawk is about 90% excavator. It's almost like excavator. The only difference between the back hawk and the excavator is that the back hawk does not rotate. It swings. It goes left and right. But the excavator it rotates completely, turn around completely. So that's one we have. We have the front end loader and we have the back hawk. That's the training that we're doing. That's what we're starting up with for now. We're trusting God in the nearby future. We'll put dump truck. In the nearby future, we'll put full excavator. We never can tell. But that is where we're starting from. And in terms of the lady that said the song from all the way Corway, you have two boys. If you calculate the transport, I have students that come all the way from that Corway every day. I think about 4 of them. From Corway, they come to Vocal Mission, to school. And the school is 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's not every day. So what some of the parents normally do is that they will come around, maybe around Dupo Road, around Vocal Mission. They got one room for their children. They put the 2 of them, they put their children there, and they'll be going to school. It's much cheaper than paying their way from that side to come here. Okay. Now, what happens is that we have our programs that runs almost every day. We have the some of the program runs Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We have another program that runs Tuesday, and Thursday. So you can easily say, okay, but I want my son to be there to run more than one program. It's advantageous. We have the soap making program. You want to learn how to produce soap. You want to learn how to produce liquid soap, how to produce cream, chloride, Dettol. Just come to the campus. These are not, it's not scheduled program. It's something that's going to say, oh, I want to learn how to do this in less than 1 week. We'll teach you how to produce soap, produce whatever you want to produce. You go home and start making your money. So that is where we are. That is what we've been doing. And we're trusting God that all this program, God will continue to give us the financial strength to keep it going. That is not easy. Let me be bold and be frank with you. It's not easy. And if anybody wanted to call the school contact, you can get to the school by 0880-662-662. If you want to call the school number, 0880-662-662. Or you want to call the second line is 0775-224214. 0775-224214. Once you call this number, automatically somebody will talk to you. If you want to come to the campus, the information sheet is $500 Liberian dollars. And the fees, as I said, is affordable. The fee is you have about 5 times instrumental payment. So even if you're paying, they're assuming you're paying 40,000, they're putting 5 times instrumental payment. Brother, is it not like almost like 10,000? So it's affordable. It's something that you can really afford it. And the highest paid department, which is the electrical department and the heavy duty department, is as low as 45,000. So it's for the whole year. So it's something that is very affordable. You could just schedule yourself. But I always advise parents, do not just start graduating from high school. Let them get some skill. Female student, let them do tailoring. Let them do catering. Let them do cosmetology. And let them have something. I know how to plait hair. To my school, I can be plaiting my friend's hair. They be giving me small thing. I know how to sew clothes. I will sew my design. My friend say, who sew your dress? I don't want to sew you. You must please sew some for me. Even though you want to take money from the person, say, just give me money, let me buy a tray. From that tray, money, small thing will come. Hope you understand. So thank you very much.
Mr. Dennis, final like before I leave.
I want to say a very big thank you to the LBS family for giving us the opportunity. And I strongly believe that this relationship that has been established again, because this is my first time on Bomba Show, right? This is my first time on Bomba Show. And I would always like to come back here again and again. I want to say thank you to everybody that have called. Thank you for your prayer. And keep praying for Covenant Builders Vocational Training Institute. Let me be bold. I'm a Christian. And the only thing that keeps us going is prayer. You ask me, are we getting financial support? No, but God is providing for us in His own way. It's better to get it and live comfortable with yourself, live peacefully with yourself, than you get it, you start thinking. So God has always been there for us, and God will continue to be there with us. From Dryer, Thomas Joseph Dennis, always. I will say bye-bye from my end. Thank you.
Thank you so much. He's Thomas J. Dennis. He's the Chief Executive Officer. He's the founder and Chief Executive Officer of the Covenant Builders Vocational Training Institute there in the Vocal Mission community in Painesville. He's been my guest on the Bumper Show this afternoon. Wherever you are, I'd like to welcome you to the Bumper Show. Let's have a great time together. We're taking this quick break. When we come back, we'll let you to know the next discussion point this afternoon.